breaking news. You know, you give the range. You always give a range like on an IPO and a merger when you're selling a company. You give the client, hey, I think it could be between $100 and $200 million, or they usually like a little tighter than that. Or when you set the price of an IPO, right, you give them a thing and it blows through it that day and trades up. The Trump campaign traded up. The lawsuit just got filed in Wisconsin, ladies and gentlemen. Raheem, how many? We said the range is going to be 100,000 to 200,000, and I kind of walked it back because somebody said, no, it's, it could, it'll probably be closer to the 100,000. The Trump campaign just dropped the lawsuit during the break in Wisconsin. Mr. Raheem Kassam.
So the campaign lawsuit includes 4 cases with what they say is clear evidence of unlawfulness, such as illegally altering absentee ballot envelopes, counting ballots that had no required application, overlooking unlawful claims of indefinite confinement, and holding illegal voting events called Democracy in the Park. These unlawful actions, say the campaign, affected no less than approximately 221,000 ballots out of over 3 million ballots cast in Wisconsin.
The difference in Wisconsin right now is 20,000, approximately.
Yeah.
20,000. Oops. This does not look good for the Biden campaign. Remember, one falls, they all fall. In addition, if one state, you prove the cheating in one state, he will never, even if somehow they squeak through this, he will never be considered a legitimate president. This is why the Democratic Party and all these groups on the progressive left that did this, that tried to steal this, are so smug and smirking and not coming back and answering the questions. We're asking you to unify the country. Let's get to the bottom of this. You refuse to do it. He will never be considered legal or legitimate. And it'll force the country into a protracted constitutional crisis because we will never, ever back down. And right now you're seeing they're going to go into court and argue this out. So, and there's going to be more breaking news. Got a massive press conference this afternoon with whistleblowers coming forward on hundreds of thousands of ballots in Pennsylvania. You've got hearings going on in Michigan, even as we speak, with many of the people who have been on this program, talking about Wayne County, 135,000 potentially illegal ballots there. And what happened on those spikes in the middle of the night? You've got Brian Kennedy and a team of cyber guys. Brian's committed he's going to be on the show at 5 o'clock tonight. They're heading out and they're on the plane right now to Vegas. A judge has just had a court order. They get their hands on the voting system in Nevada. Okay? In Arizona, you've got congressmen who are saying, hey, they read the political story of Matt Gaetz, go, I'm in. Right? This is not, they're not, these at the federal level, they're just not going to sit there and let Ducey, the governor, just say, look at that, look at 12 hours of testimony yesterday and say, no, nothing to see here. Our systems are very strong, as he's sitting there writing. Ducey, you have to understand, if you do not move, your political career is over. You're not going to be senator. I know you hate these, Ducey's a fantasy guy. He got a fantasy, he's going to be senator one day, he's got a fantasy, he's going to be president one day. It's all a fantasy, okay? All you are is the governor right now. You got to perform your duties to make sure that every legal ballot counts and no illegal ballots count. And the same thing happening down in Georgia. So this is 6 states, and now they're all in. Now, Nevada, we kept telling you. Wisconsin, media doesn't want to talk about Wisconsin. Never hear peep about it. Guess why? They got the goods, okay? And you got Knudsen and you got Spindell, and they're hammers. They're polite and they're nice. They're Wisconsinites. They're the new Iron Brigade, the new Black Hats.
One of our War Room Pandemic hashtag followers commented about that. He said, the Midwest has manners, which means we are committed to ideals greater than ourselves. Being nice is just a byproduct of this iron commitment and should never be mistaken for weakness.
Amen, brother. We got to put that up on the site. That's amazing. Okay, talk about nice. And
go ahead. One more thing to add.
Anything? Yeah, breaking. Let us know.
So the campaign has also included the full lawsuit as an attachment to their press release just a moment ago about it. It's 366 pages.
Give me that again.
The suit itself is 366 pages, which I suppose I'll be going through in a moment.
No, but this is the thing. They're sitting there, and look, this is why Rudy Giuliani is a hero, right, of all the grief he's taking. Note to the mainstream media, and note to the Republicans mocking Rudy Giuliani, we're going to get some wins. One falls, they all fall. Because you're going to see people start saying, hey, this is just as bad here.